Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tinmans Core Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tinman Taylor. Today, I thought I'd get on here and rank 4 films from an awesome sci-fi franchise, which I hope they continue making more movies off of in the future. And it's Robocop. So without further ado, let me show you my least favorite, which is at number 4. And then we'll go from there. Robocop 3. The only reason why I put this one lower is because Peter Weller's not playing Robocop in this one. It's that Robert Burke guy. But he did a good job as Robocop as well. But also, they kind of made this film a little bit more PG friendly, so it's not as dark and gruesome like the first two. And another reason why I don't like this film is because Officer Ann Lewis gets murdered and Robocop is framed for the murder. But it was cool just to see Robo being able to swap out his left hand with a machine gun, flamethrower, and rocket launcher arm. And he was fighting off 3 of them ninja dudes. But it was satisfying to see Robocop take down the leader of the OCP rehab police leader with the flames out of this jetpack. And I saw that scene where he was flying to help the police officers fight the rehabs. That was just satisfying to see him fly in with that jetpack. I said, now that's one huge upgrade for sure. That and the extra gun arm was the only cool things about this film that I liked. And it was satisfying just to see both of those robot ninjas get reprogrammed by the lady that helped them get new parts. And then they started fighting each other and their heads got chopped off. That was cool. All right, let's go to my number 3 pick. Robocop 2014. Now, I saw this Robocop film in theaters. I still like it, but I just got a little bit on the low side of my list because, one, it's a remake, and it's not going to be the same as the OG, of course. But it was cool seeing how they redesigned Robocop's armor to be more slimmer, and he's more agile and quicker than the OG was. But if he was going to be a man turned into a machine, I thought they would have gotten rid of this hand right here because that just leaves that part vulnerable to somebody shooting him in the hand and making him drop his taser gun, which was also cool to see the gun fold up into his leg, but also have a sidearm, which is a little machine gun type weapon. It was amazing to see as well. And I love the fact that they first started off with him with this classic silver black color scheme like the original Robocop, but then when they switched over to this all black suit with the red scanner, I said, oh yeah, he looks more tactical now. But overall, it was a great film. I wish they made a sequel off of it, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And plus, I really didn't like that whole scene where it looked like torture for Alex, where the doctor showed him what was left of him, just to see that he's just alive on his lungs and heart and brain, and pretty much the rest of him is gone. It's really hard to watch. Okay, I know a lot of you are going to be mad at me with this movie because you might be saying, oh no, you should put this one at number 1. Robocop 1 has to be a number 2 for me anyway, because 1, that whole death scene of Alex Murphy was really gruesome, especially when they shot his hand off. It really made my hand hurt just looking at that. But just to see Alex almost getting killed by Ed 209 and that vice president of Omni Consumer Products, Dick Jones, really made me mad. But it was a good origin story nevertheless, and I was glad that Ann Lewis recognized who Robocop was and helped him out towards the end. But I hated that she got shot up too in this film. But it was satisfying to see Robocop enter the boardroom and told the old man that he was wanted for murder for the guy that created him, Bob Morton. And when he said, "You're fired," and Robocop was able to shoot him out the window, I thought, oh yes, that was a cool scene. But it was sad just to see Robocop have his mind wiped, and then all of a sudden it started coming back piece by piece, knowing that his family just moved, and he has to realize now that he has to live his life as a robot and get justice. So all you guys will probably know what number 1 is. Robocop 2 automatically was way better than the first one. The script was a little bit better, but I hated that it had a kid involved with this drug lord, Kane, that was selling this poison called Nuke to everybody. And the only thing bad about it I did not like was that old man was letting the brunette-haired lady pick Kane as the host brain for the new Robocop and just letting her get away with it towards the end. It seemed like they just let her ride together in his limo. But I know that he was going to quietly get rid of her because she really acted like a witch. Let's just put it that way. Because she really wanted to keep the original Robocop offline for a little while. And then when he got them all back together, she reprogram and added a bunch of other commands into them. But I also dig Murphy's armor getting a bluish tint to it, because I thought blue really made Robocop stand out in this movie instead of just a plain Jane gray color. Well, okay, buddy, there's my ranking of all 4 Robocop films, and let me know down in the comments how would you rank them, and which one is your absolute number 1 favorite. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more movie ranking content like this in the future. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man Score channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and I said that's a wrap, and have a nice day, y'all.